Did you know Jennifer Aniston nearly stopped acting just before winning her legendary role on Friends? Yes, Rachel Green, Hollywood's favorite actress, was on the verge of retiring. Can you picture a world without her "we were on a break" statement? Tragic. Fortunately, fate, and possibly a great paycheck, kept her going. And now, decades later, we're still enthralled by her every move, including her whirlwind relationship with Brad Pitt, which has been a popular tabloid headline for years.
Jennifer Aniston.
You'd think by now the world would have moved on, right? Nope. Just like the will they, won't they episodes of Friends, viewers are still engrossed in Jennifer and Brad's relationship as if it were a romance comedy that never made it to the final season.
I mean, isn't that just kick you in the crotch, spit on your neck fantastic?
Rachel, when you were going out with Ross, did it bother you when he flirted with other women?
Let's start from the beginning. Jennifer and Brad initially met in 1994 via their managers. At the time, both were in other relationships, so they merely exchanged pleasantries as casual friends. There's nothing too spicy there, right? But, like any good Hollywood movie, destiny had other ideas. Sparks didn't truly fly until 1998 when Brad broke up with actress Gwyneth Paltrow and Jennifer separated from actor Tate Donovan.
Such an impossible love story.
I know. It's not much of a chance.
Wow.
Their shared friends, since of course in Hollywood everyone has the same circle of friends, persuaded them to go out. Surprise, surprise, it was fantastic. Consider this: two of the world's sexiest stars, both newly single, sitting across from one another at a beautiful dinner, presumably discussing how amazing their hair looks under movie lighting.
How did you deal with that?
Oh, just, it made it quite easy. It was sort of, many women that I know have.
By 1999, there were rumors that Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt were formally together. They weren't too bashful about it. They made their first red carpet appearance at the Primetime Emmys, looking like Hollywood royalty. Brad in his stylish eyeglasses, Jennifer in a sparkling sequin dress. Every tabloid editor likely opened a bottle of champagne that night. Of course, the next obvious step in this fairy tale relationship was an extravagant engagement. Brad proposed on one knee at a Sting performance in 1999. Since nothing screams "I love you" like proposing when Every Breath You Take is playing.
Hey, you guys! Hey!
And since this is Brad Pitt, the engagement ring was not any ordinary diamond. It was a handcrafted, diamond-encrusted masterpiece by Silvia Damiani that likely cost more than most of us would earn in a decade. You know, just a casual $500,000 for a ring. Not a huge deal. Hollywood was in a frenzy. Finally, two of the greatest stars were getting married, and the world couldn't wait to see what type of fairy tale wedding they'd have.
I'm sure it's going to go really well. They've been together for a little while now, and they look gorgeous together.
No, I don't think it'll last.
In keeping with their request for privacy, the Pitts are honeymooning at a destination.
Fast forward to the summer of 2000, when Jennifer and Brad formally married in Malibu. And this was no ordinary wedding, it was the highlight of the year. No, not that. It was the event of the decade. Picture this: 200 guests, a zen-like garden setting, 50,000 flowers, because who needs a few roses when you can have 50,000? A gospel choir, and 13-minute fireworks, show to round off the night. Oh, and lobster for supper. If you are Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston, why settle with chicken?
Brad Pitt's in a black tuxedo, Jennifer Aniston in a white satin silk gown.
It was beautiful.
It's the first marriage for both.
The whole ceremony apparently cost approximately $1 million, which must have looked like a small change to two of Hollywood's greatest personalities. The media went wild. Everyone referred to them as Hollywood's golden couple, and for a time, it seemed to be a wonderful combination.
I think it's going to last. I hope it does with the amount of money they spent.
$1 million was spent to host the event at an exclusive oceanside property in Malibu.
But here's the problem with fairy tales. They're only sometimes perfect. As Jennifer and Brad settled into their married life, things began to change. On the surface, everything seemed fine. They were still attending red carpet events, holding hands, and appearing like the epitome of couple goals. In reality, Brad guest starred on Friends in 2001, playing a character who despises Rachel Green. Irony? Anyone? However, behind the scenes, the demands of their various occupations were starting to take their toll. Jennifer's time on Friends was coming to a close, while Brad was venturing further into Hollywood's major leagues with blockbusters.
I mean, I don't like it when people bring it up, but people still do, right?
I don't find it painful, though. I think it's a narrative that follows you because it's an interesting headline. It's more of a media-driven.
Earliest rumors of disaster arose around 2004. Brad was shooting Mr. and Mrs. Smith with none other than Angelina Jolie. Cue dramatic music. The tabloids went into overdrive, speculating about an affair between Brad and Angelina. Jennifer sought to dismiss the rumors, but fissures in her marriage to Brad began to appear. Then came 2005, the year when hearts throughout the globe were crushed. After almost 5 years of marriage, Brad and Jennifer announced their split. Of course, their joint statement made the breakup seem as amicable as possible, characterizing it as the result of thoughtful consideration.
I derailed. You know. Then there was the breakup. And then, you know, on the
But let's be honest, nobody bought that. The tabloids had a field day, speculating on the actual cause of their breakup. Was this Angelina? Was it Brad's wish to create a family when Jennifer was not yet ready? Or was it something deeper and more personal? For years, the world was left wondering. Jennifer kept quiet about the specifics, managing the breakup with elegance despite the constant media attention. She was the embodiment of elegance, never putting Brad under the bus or fueling the rumor mill.
I'm not sitting somewhere dwelling on the past, or I'm not fretting or, you know, obsessing about something in the future or something that was, you know, it's just...
Let us fast forward to the present. Jennifer Aniston, 55, is now ready to set the record straight. And no, it wasn't adultery or competing job goals that pushed them apart. Contrary to what the media has told us for years, their split was far more intimate. Jennifer revealed a stunning truth about her sad battle throughout her marriage to Brad, which numerous women confront in secret. The actual cause for their breakup was neither Brad's rumored romance with Angelina nor the demands of Hollywood. Instead, it was their effort to begin a family.
Sometimes women get into marriages, relationships, or however it looks, and they can't have children, so the choices are so...
Jennifer claimed that she had struggled with reproductive troubles throughout her marriage, leaving her sad and mentally depleted. It was a battle she kept concealed from the public view, preferring to concentrate on her job and present a brave front to the world. For years, she was questioned about when she and Brad would have children, with tabloids continually pressing her about her intentions for parenthood. However, behind closed doors, she was struggling with a harsh truth that she was not ready to share with the rest of the world. The emotional toll of their reproductive issues had an impact on their marriage, leading to their ultimate split.
I was trying to get pregnant. It was a challenging road for me. I was going through IVF, drinking Chinese teas, you name it. I was throwing everything.
Jennifer characterized this era as one of the most painful of her life. The pressure to create a family, along with the strain on her relationship with Brad, eventually became too much for them to endure. And, of course, there was Angelina Jolie. While Jennifer's reproductive problems were being worked out in secret, Brad's relationship with Angelina became the focus of great public attention. Brad was sighted with Angelina and her adoptive son, Maddox, barely months after splitting from Jennifer in 2005, sparking a media frenzy.
Hollywood. I have to ask you about the recent headlines, though, where you said the little kids, they're kind of chomping at the bit, saying, Mommy and Daddy,
That was me,
we want you to tie the knot.
The media went into overdrive, depicting Angelina as the villain and Jennifer as the grieving victim. While it didn't help that Brad appeared to move on so swiftly, Jennifer stayed composed, refusing to participate in the public battle that the media craved. Brad and Angelina didn't announce their connection until much later, with Angelina finally filing for divorce in 2016. Jennifer maintained a professional demeanor throughout, never criticizing her ex-husband or his new spouse. In fact, she stated in interviews that she had moved on and was committed to living her best life.
It's a certain kind of story. Like sometimes there's a story about where it undermines some other relationship I have or something, you know, a married man. If there's some...
Now, here is when things become interesting. Despite years of heartache and the media circus that followed their breakup, there is some conjecture that Jennifer and Brad may reconcile. Brad was photographed attending Jennifer's 50th birthday celebration in 2019, generating speculation that the two had restored their connection. Then, in 2020, the world went insane when the two had a public reunion at the Screen Actors Guild Awards. Their passionate hug and lively conversation sparked a frenzy on the internet, with admirers worldwide yearning for a love reunion.
What do you make of all the ridiculousness about you and Brad reuniting on all these carpets all season long?
It's hysterical, but what else are they going to talk about?
However, Jennifer quickly denied the rumors, stating that she and Brad were merely friends. However, she has made it plain that she has no ill will toward him, and the two have been able to develop a great relationship over the years.
Brad, I gotta ask you. Everyone wants to know, are you and Jen getting back? Oh my God. All right, have a good one. You too, man. Thank you so much for your time.
So, where does that leave Jennifer Aniston now? At 55 years old, she remains one of Hollywood's most popular actors, and despite personal ups and downs, she thrives in her job. Jennifer has recently spoken openly about her quest for peace and happiness in her life, reflecting on the lessons she has learned along the road